Rising from a modest upbringing in rural Tennessee to worldwide stardom, Dolly Parton has captivated audiences with her unique voice, hit songs, and charismatic presence. Beyond her dazzling stage persona, she is a sharp businesswoman, generous philanthropist, and cultural icon whose impact spans generations. Recently, Dolly suffered a heartbreaking personal loss with the passing of her beloved husband, Carl Dean, on March 3, 2025, at the age of 82. Their nearly 60-year marriage stood as a testament to deep love and mutual respect, with Carl choosing to stay out of the spotlight while unwaveringly supporting Dolly's legendary career. This video takes a closer look at Dolly's incredible life and career, honoring her achievements and the personal journey she continues to navigate with strength and grace. Born in 1946 in Sevier County, Tennessee, Dolly Rebecca Parton was the fourth of 12 children. Her father, a tobacco farmer, struggled financially, and she later recalled that he paid the doctor who delivered her with a bag of oatmeal. Music was an essential part of her life from a young age, with many of her earliest performances taking place in church. By 9, she was appearing on The Cass Walker Show and later signed with the small Louisiana-based label Gold Band Records. The day after graduating high school in 1964, Dolly moved to Nashville, where she quickly found success as a songwriter. Partnering with her uncle Bill Owens, she co-wrote several songs that made the charts. In 1965, at just 19 years old, she signed with Monument Records, initially promoted as a bubblegum pop singer. However, her early pop releases failed to gain traction. When one of her country songs reached number 6 on the charts, performed by Bill Phillips with Dolly on harmony, Monument Records finally recognized her potential as a country artist. Her first country single, Dumb Blonde, reached number 24 on the charts, though ironically, she didn't write it. It was one of the few songs from this era she didn't personally compose. Her second single, Something Fishy, climbed to number 17. Both songs were featured on her debut album, Hello, I'm Dolly, 1967, which also included her own renditions of songs she had written for other artists. The album peaked at number 11 on the Billboard Hot Country Albums chart. That same year, Dolly began making regular appearances on The Porter Wagoner Show. Recognizing her talent and potential, Porter Wagoner convinced RCA Victor to sign her. He also became her producer and acquired a 50% stake in Opar, the publishing company she founded with her uncle Bill Owens, cementing his deep investment in her success. The title track of Dolly Parton's second studio album, Just Because I'm a Woman, 1968, was a duet with Porter Wagoner. Between 1968 and 1980, the duo released 13 studio albums, producing 21 country chart singles, including their only number 1 hit, Please Don't Stop Loving Me. Despite her success with Porter, Dolly's solo career struggled to gain momentum for several years. That changed in 1973 when she released Jolene, which became a massive hit. The song reached number 1 on the country charts in February 1974 and gained popularity internationally. Rolling Stone later ranked it 217th on its list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. According to Dolly, Jolene became the most covered song she ever wrote. Dolly parted ways with Porter Wagoner professionally in April 1974, though he continued producing her music until 1975. Around the same time, she began writing I Will Always Love You as a farewell tribute to Wagoner, marking the end of their 7-year partnership. Elvis Presley expressed interest in recording the song, but his manager, Colonel Tom Parker, demanded half of the publishing rights. Unwilling to give up ownership, Dolly declined and instead released her own version. The song debuted on March 18, 1974, and topped the Billboard Country chart twice, first in 1974 and again in 1982 after she re-recorded it for the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. In 1991, while reviewing an early cut of The Bodyguard, music producer Clive Davis felt the film underutilized Whitney Houston's vocal talents. He encouraged the team, including Kevin Costner, to find a song for the movie's climactic scene. Costner personally selected I Will Always Love You. Whitney's rendition spent 14 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became one of the 10 best-selling singles of all time, with over 20 million copies sold. It remains the best-selling single by a female artist in history. Between 1974 and 1980, Dolly continued her success, scoring 8 number 1 country hits. She also hosted her own variety show from 1976 to 1977. In 1977, she released New Harvest. First Gathering, her first self-produced album, which incorporated pop influences. The album featured covers of R&B classics like My Girl and Higher and Higher. In 1980, Dolly Parton starred alongside Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin in the film 9 to 5, for which she also wrote and performed the title song. 9 to 5 earned her an Academy Award nomination and 4 Grammy nominations, ultimately winning Best Country Song and Best Country Vocal Performance. Some of Dolly's other notable films include The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, 1982, Rhinestone, 1984, Steel Magnolias, 1989, and Joyful Noise, 2012. While Dolly Parton's larger-than-life persona and legendary career are widely recognized, her personal life tells a story of love, perseverance, and deep faith. From her enduring private marriage to Carl Dean to her strong ties to family and philanthropy, her journey is just as inspiring as her music. Dolly married Carl Thomas Dean on May 30, 1966, in Ringgold, Georgia. Although she never used his last name professionally, she revealed that her passport bears the name Dolly Parton Dean, and she occasionally signs contracts with it. Dean, who ran a Nashville-based asphalt paving business before retiring, avoided public attention and rarely attended events with Dolly. She once joked that despite their long marriage, he had only seen her perform once. However, she clarified that their time together was deeply personal and cherished. Describing Dean as a romantic, she shared that he would surprise her with thoughtful gestures and even write poetry for her. In 2011, she proudly stated, "We're really very proud of our marriage. It's the first for both of us, and the last." To celebrate their 50th anniversary, they renewed their vows in May 2016. Sadly, on March 3, 2025, Dolly announced on social media that Dean had passed away at their Nashville home at the age of 82. Though Dolly never had children of her own, she and Carl played a significant role in raising several of her younger siblings in Nashville. As a result, their nieces and nephews lovingly called them Uncle Peepaw and Aunt Granny, the latter of which inspired the name of a restaurant at Dollywood. Additionally, Dolly is the godmother of singer and actress Miley Cyrus. Dolly owns a sprawling 60-plus acre estate called Willow Lake Plantation in Brentwood, Tennessee. The property features a 23-room mansion as its main residence. With an estimated net worth of $650 million, Dolly's fortune stems from her remarkable music career, which includes over 50 studio albums and 26 #1 hits on Billboard's Hot Country Songs chart. She also established her own publishing company, allowing her to retain rights to her music and earn substantial royalties. Beyond music, Dolly has dedicated herself to philanthropy, particularly in the area of literacy through her Dollywood Foundation, which she has supported since the mid-1980s. Dolly Parton's story is one of talent, resilience, and generosity. From her groundbreaking musical achievements to her lifelong love with Carl Dean and her impactful charitable efforts, she continues to inspire generations. What's your favorite thing about Dolly? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.